Hey trainers, he likes to go here, back with another Great League Battle video. This is going to be for the Sunshine Cup, and consists of a team I created around Shadow Quaggy, Dunsparce is a safe swap, and Shadow Typhlosion in the back. There's a lot of coverage. I mean, it's only a fire, ground, and grass and normal type cup, so Quagsire in the lead has advantage over at least two of those types, the fire and the ground. So I chose him in the lead, and I wanted to have some coverage for the grass type, so I have Typhlosion in the back as well as Talonflame, because Typhlosion does well into Talonflame. So yeah, I wanted to get this video out a little earlier. Obviously the cup is ending today and the leagues are switching, so I do have to get better at that, and I promise that I will. But in the meantime, we're gonna drop this video better late than never, and hope you guys enjoy it. So you're gonna see Dunsparce coming in. We have Quagsire. I use Dunsparce as the safe swap because it draws out things that Typhlosion usually doesn't want to face, and he's able to have a lot of coverage against the meta, and he's so tanky. So we let the Dunsparce go down, come back in with our Quaggy. Quaggy's going to fire it off an Aqua Tail, and he's going to have Talonflame in the back, so we bank a little energy on that Quagsire, come in with the Talonflame, fire off the Thunder Punch. We're going to be able to outpace, make to a second Thunder Punch, or I could even let it go through if I wanted to. But we're going to go ahead and just Thunder Punch that bird out the sky. Still have Quagsire in the back with loaded energy, and that's a GG. Next lead is going to be Magcargo, and he's going to safe swap into the Flygon, and I'm going to throw on good timing. I want to get to that move before he gets to the Dragon Claw, and I actually safe swap. There we go, into the Dunsparce. Dunsparce is going to be met with a Scorching Sands that does decent damage, and I believe he did get the debuff, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, I would have one-shot that Flygon right there. And now I'm going to be forced... Actually, I do let the Dunsparce go down. Come back in with the Quagsire, get a full farm down, ahead on energy, but unfortunately Quagsire is going to be met with a Ferrothorn. We throw all of our energy, safe swap back into the Typhlosion, and now we have a problem on our hands, and that's going to be Magcargo getting to that Rock Tomb and debuffing my attack. But let's see if we're able to outpace here. We might be able to. We do outpace. Should be able to take both shields with these Thunder Punches, and we do just that. Even slide in an extra Incinerate there. And we're unable to knock it out though, unfortunately, but I do shield up because I don't have much of a choice at this point. I'm able to get 2 Incinerates on that Ferrothorn, but unfortunately he's able to make the Power Whip, and we go down, and that's a GG. Next lead is going to be Whiscash. I'm going to build up. This is how you want to play this, is probably fire the Aqua Tail before he gets to the Scald. And he shields up, which he could have ate that no problem, but he is going to expand his shield, so I will as well. Thankfully he does not debuff my attack, so we're definitely just going to stay in here. Keep Aqua Tailing this thing, and we're actually safe swap into the Dunsparce and bank an Aqua Tail for later. The reason I do that in a lot of battles is it's a little strategy, because you want to have a little energy for that matchup later after he already expanded his energy. So when we come back into that later, we're going to have the advantage because we have an Aqua Tail and he does not. So he's down shields now. I come in with the Quagsire, of course, fire that Aqua Tail on good timing against his Typhlosion, knock that thing out. It's going to be Wigglytuff in the back. I safe swap into the Typhlosion. He's going to be met with a huge Blast Burn. He's actually able to make that Swift. I was surprised about that, but I live on a couple HPs right there. Fire off the Blast Burn, knock that Wiggly out. It's going to be that Whiscash in the back is going to be met with an Aqua Tail, and I still have a shield, and that's a GG to the opponent. Next lead is going to be Lickitung. Not ideal, but you know, he could get to that Power Whip, but we're going to Stone Edge that thing for some huge damage, and then safe swap into the Dunsparce, save a lot of health on that Quagsire. And most likely that Power Whip only tickled the Dunsparce there because we're so tanky. We're going to fire out a drill run at this incoming Swampert, and I'm going to no-shield this Hydro Cannon. We know we can live that, and most likely make a second, maybe even a third drill run before he gets to that second Hydro Cannon. But we're going to bank a little bit of energy and shield to come in with the Quagsire, shield up, and we're going to actually probably have to expand both shields right here because that would hurt a lot. Maybe not KO, but we don't want to let the Quagsire go down after we already invested one shield. But we end up doing that anyway. Quagsire goes down, that's okay. We're going to come back in, most likely with the Dunsparce, and be able to make a drill run. Yep. Drill run makes a catch on the Lickitung, and I come in immediately with the Typhlosion and start getting ahead on energy. Most likely this will just be a body slam. Perfectly fine. We're still ahead on energy, and I think that he lets the Swampert come back in. And I do have to fire off a Thunder Punch, unfortunately, because we don't want to get hit with a Hydro Cannon. In the back is going to be Ferrothorn's Typhlosion's best friend, and he just gets KO with the Blast Burn. GG's to the opponent. Next opponent's going to be a Clodsire against Quagsire, and then he's going to make a safe swap into the Gastrodon. Right here, I'm going to fire off a couple Aqua Tails, or one Aqua Tail and bank some energy. Come in with the Dunsparce. You're going to see that over and over again. It's just a really good safe swap for this meta. Fire off the Drill Run. It doesn't KO, but that's okay. We're able to almost roll out that thing down. It's going to fire off a Bottom Slam right here, doing a little bit of damage to that Dunsparce, and we're going to just get so ahead on energy right here. Fire off a Drill Run on good timing, and go back to back. See what happens right here. I may end up swapping, or I might just stay in to keep alignment. And we come back in with the Quagsire. Fire off an Aqua Tail. He's either going to pull a shield or he's going to let it go through. He lets it go through. He knows he can live that. That's fine. I think right here is going to be just a Stone Edge, but nope. He Earthquakes me. Little do we know we have Talonflame in the back, and then we fire off a Thunder Punch, and we're going to be able to make a second Thunder Punch, knock that bird out the sky, and he actually just top lefts. GG's. Alright, super fun team, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the battles. If you do at any point, I would appreciate dropping a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Let's see here. We have Flagon against our Dunsparce. He fired off the Scorching Sands, and actually I make a misplay. I probably should have fired right there, but now we're going to go ahead and make a second Drill Run before he's able to fire off any more energy, which is good, or KO that thing. Let's see what he decides to do. He'll most likely not shield up and let the Flagon go down. That's fine. We're down shields, but we come in with our Quagsire against this Diggersby in the back. Able to fire off an Aqua Tail, do some heavy hitting damage with so much HP on Diggersby, man. He's able to the Quagsire is still able to take out so much with that Shadow, super effective damage. But it just proves how tanky Diggersby is, and I was using him on another team earlier in the cup. Let's see, Talonflame knocks me out, and I come back in with the Dunsparce. Unfortunately, I'm unable to make that move with the Dunsparce, and then I think right here's a Brave Bird, and he knocks me out. GG's. That Brave Bird is deadly, man. If you're down shields, it's a GG. Nextly, we have Quagsire, non-Shadow. We're going to farm up, and I'm not going to let him CMP me, so I just keep farming up, and he catches an Aqua Tail onto the Lurantis, which is an awesome play, but not great, because I'm going to come in with this Typhlosion and immediately just blast that thing down with some Incinerate. He's going to have superpower, and I live on 1 HP. That's fine, or at least we're enough to be able to get a Thunder Punch off, but it's going to be against a Marowak. He thought it was going to be a Blast Burn, so he's shielded. Now he's in trouble because we're going to come in with the Quagsire with a couple Aqua Tails loaded. And I know I live this, but I think I am going to shield up just because I want to have good health for that Marowak when I do come into that matchup later. Let's see if I decide to just, come in with the Dunsparce. Could have knocked out the Quag right there, but I wanted to save a little energy and be assured that he didn't have an Aqua Tail loaded to knock me out. So we play it safe and Drill Run this Quagsire, knock that thing out. Back in comes the Marowak. Marowak's going to be met with a Drill Run from my Dunsparce, and we're just going to stay in here to keep that alignment. Let my Dunsparce go down with the Bone Club, or we bank a little energy for later, come in with the Quagsire immediately and Aqua Tail that thing for a good night and a good game. GG's. Next opponent, a Bomb Snow. This is how you want to play this one. I always build up to the Stone Edge like I'm going to fire it, and they end up baiting, so I always shield, but I bait as well, and they always shield because they think I'm going to throw the Stone Edge. So now you want to probably shield it, no shield this Weather Ball action, save that energy for later. Right, come in with the Typhlosion, see what that brings out. It's going to be a Flagon, and that is resisted damage from the Blast Burn, but that definitely would have knocked them out, most likely, and maybe lived on 1 HP. Come in with the Quagsire. Quagsire's going to fire off a Aqua Tail. Tried to undercharge a little bit, and I did that just a little bit. He had 1 HP. I come in with the Dunsparce to get ahead on energy, and now we have a Rock Slide loaded for the Snowman. Snowman lives on 1 HP. I couldn't even believe that, man. He must have a really good IV one. He's able to fire off the energy ball, but that's okay. Talonflame's in the back, and we have a Rock Slide loaded for that bird, and get that thing out of here. Good night, GG's. Next opponent's going to be Talonflame. Talonflame, we're going to build up to the Aqua Tail and fire on good timing right before he throws that Flame Charge or Fly or Brave Bird, whatever he decides to do. We're going to shield up. He decides to throw the Fly. I shield that up, and he comes in with the Diggersby against my Quagsire. Probably not the best swap right there. We're going to shield up, though. Keep that alignment, make another Aqua Tail, make 2, 3 Aqua Tails, see what he decides to do. He might shield up, might let the bunny go down, lets the bunny go down. I come in with my, comes in with the Ludicolo. I got the Typhlosion in the back immediately. Able to get to that Thunder Punch and 2 Incinerates, man. It's just a super fast building move. He scalds me, gets me out of there, that's okay. Now I come in with the Dunsparce, and he's pretty much just core broken from here on out. He's going to be able to make a Scald, but I believe I do not get debuffed. That's great for us. He comes in with the Talonflame. We have a Rock Slide loaded for that thing. Get that thing out of here, and then we have another Rock Slide loader for this Ludicolo, and that might be a KO, it might not, but that's okay. We have energy on the Quagsire, coming in hot, and it's a knockout. GG's to the opponent. Next lead, in comes Talonflame, and we're going to throw the Aqua Tail on good timing on that third Incinerate just before he gets to that move. I believe he just has to throw the fly right here. I guess it depends on if he throws Flame Charge or not, and if I decide to shield, whether he stays in or not. But he decided to bail into his Vigoroth. Vigoroth is going to be met with my Dunsparce, and he's doing a little bit of damage with those fast attack pressure with counters. But I'm able to no shield that Body Slam because it's overall weak move with that nerf. I'm going to fire off a Drill Run, and I believe he does let it go through. And I save swap into my Quagsire, and he saves a little bit of energy on that Vigoroth for some reason. And I start firing off these Aqua Tails on the incoming Quagsire. I believe he lets the first go and then shields the second, and then here we're gonna just go back and forth for a little bit, and I fire that Aqua Tail of my own back, just under that 5th mud shot there to throw on good timing. He's gonna knock mine out. I'm gonna come in with the Typhlosion at this point and make a Thunder Punch before that Talonflame was able to do anything. Knock that Firebird out the sky, make a safe swap, and catch onto my Dunsparce. That was huge. Game-winning catch right there, and he top left. GG's. And it's a regular Quagsire on the next lead. Same play as always. We could actually just fire on good timing, or we could just keep charging up to where they cannot CMP tie you. I decide to block the first one, so the second one I will let go through, but this time I fire off my Aqua Tail, and I tried to swap into my Dunsparce there to catch the move. That's okay. At this point I am going to just farm that Quagsire down, so we've won the lead. In comes a Bomb Stone. I'm actually going to make a risky bait right here and throw the Aqua Tail, and it worked. So now I'm able to save a little bit of energy so I can build up to that Stone Edge later. Save swap into my Dunsparce. He blows all his energy with an energy ball against me. In comes this Shadow Flagon. I'm going to be forced to shield this, but that's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to be able to make 2 Drill Runs, doing huge damage, pulling a shield. And then after this, that Dragon Tail is going to knock me out. That's okay. We come in with the Quagsire. We have an Aqua Tail loaded. Boom, get that dragon out of here. Make the safe swap into the Typhlosion. Back in with Bomb Snow, top left. GG's. Next opponent, Bomb Snow. Same play. This is how you want to do this: is build up to the Stone Edge like you're gonna throw a Stone Edge, but actually throw an Aqua Tail. And every time they bait me as well, and I gotta learn. But I swear, the one time I don't shield, it will be an energy ball. So anyway, bank a little bit of energy for later. Coming with the Dunsparce, that draws out the Flagon. Flagon's going to be met with that Drill Run of mine, and then I do let this go through. I believe it's just a Dragon Claw, and I live that, and I'm able to make a second Drill Run. Hopefully pulling a shield, or he just decides to let that thing go down. I come back in my, most likely Typhlosion now, because now we're, yep, he's switch locked into a matchup, and now I come back in with the Quagsire. He's going to be meeting a Talonflame. Aqua Tail on that Talonflame, and at this point I just let that thing go down, man. I'm going to save, and he Flame Charged, and I'm able to make an Aqua Tail. I bet that wasn't part of his plan, though. So I'm able to come back in with the Typhlosion and just completely incinerate this thing down. I actually just could have let that move go through, and that's going to be, oh, well, it's still a good game. Well played. Alright, next lead is terrible. It's going to be Chestnut, and we're going to have to come right in immediately with the Typhlosion, and that brings out a Talonflame. We're able to Thunder Punch this thing, make 2 Thunder Punches before he even makes a move. So now I know we're going to pull both shields, but now the question is, do I let this go through? I don't. He's going to Flame Charge, and I'm going to be able to make a Thunder Punch before he gets to another move. But now at this point, he actually makes a huge catch onto a Marowak, and that wasn't a bad play. But Marowak's going to be met with my Quagsire now, and that Shadow Bonus did some crazy damage. I actually throw the game. I remember this one right here. I could have just Aqua Tailed and knocked him out. And I tried to just farm down so I could come out with 100% energy on Quagsire. And I'm going to throw a Drill Run at this Chestnut. I tried to wait right there to see if he would throw a superpower, and he did. So now he's debuffed. This Drill Run is still resisted damage because he's a grass type, though. He's going to come back in with the Talonflame and catch a Drill Run. And I'm able to actually somehow switch into the Typhlosion, but we're both KOs, me and GG's. Next lead's going to be Giraffe Rig Shadow. So I know he's going to Trailblaze right here. Oh no, he ends up Psychic Fanging. He wants the Psychic Fangs to drop my defense. That's fine. I'm going to Aqua Tail that thing and safe swap into my Dunsparce, and he's going to bank a little bit of energy for later. Coming with the Chestnut. Chestnut is kind of a core breaker to, my team, but it is manageable, especially with shields. But you gotta just decide where you want to shield up in this matchup. I have to let the Dunsparce go down, so now we're going to come in with the Typhlosion. And since he dropped his attack and his defense right there, I'm going to know I can live a superpower. Get that thing out of here. We're going to come back in with the Giraffe, and I'm able to incinerate that thing down, and in comes the Talonflame. Now we're actually not in a bad spot. We're able to Aqua Tail, number 1. Aqua Tail, well, I have to shield now, but Aqua Tail number 2. and then I'm going to be able to fire off the third and hopefully knock that thing out. If I don't knock it out, I should be able to with the Thunder Punch loaded on the Talonflame, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to the opponent. I believe this is the last match, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we have Ferrothorn. That's terrible. We're going to immediately come with the Dunsparce, actually. See, I could have gone in with the Typhlosion, but we want to save him for the back. So when we see that Ferrothorn later. But actually, he decides to stay in, so this is interesting. And he actually comes in with Salazzle. Salazzle is going to be met with a Drill Run immediately. And he's going to most likely be able to make a Poison Fangs before I can make another one. That's fine. We let the Dunsparce go down, come with the Quagsire immediately, and farm that thing down completely. Now we come with the Typhlosion for 1 Incinerate. We're almost able to sneak that second one in there, and we should be able to before he swaps out. In the back, it's going to be Mad Cargo. And actually, right here, I think that 3 Thunder Punches should do it, so I just continue to throw those, spam those Thunder Punches, and we pull the shield now. I actually let the Typhlosion go down and come back in with my Quagsire with an Aqua Tail loaded, and that's going to be a good game to the opponent. Super fun team here. Unfortunately, we can't use it this time because Summer Cup is ending. The leagues do switch today, but next time around. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and comment down below what you thought about the team. I would really appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in the next one.